Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Success right here and welcome to a brand new vlog on the channel. And today I'm not going out. I just want to sit here and talk to you guys. So I'm actually going to be talking about 5 reasons why I love the Philippines. So while it's true that I really love the Philippines, there will come a day I will actually have to leave the Philippines. But before that day comes, I want to sit up here to talk to you guys on the 5 most important reasons for me that makes me to actually fall in love with the Philippines. So ladies and gentlemen, if you want to stay tuned to know the 5 reasons, make sure to watch this video till the end. And for those of you guys who are also foreigners already living in the Philippines, you might probably know these things, but I'm gonna give you these 5 reasons based on my experiences, not on the experiences of every foreigner. I'm not gonna speak for every foreigners. I'm speaking for myself. Okay, so today I'm gonna be telling you 5 things or 5 reasons why I love the Philippines. And guys, if you are new here, I'm Success. I do travel videos around the Philippines. So if you want to stay tuned for travel vlogs, lifestyle vlogs, and food vlogs around the Philippines, make sure to smash that subscribe button. And don't worry, I'm not leaving the Philippines, at least not soon, but not also very far. I might leave the Philippines anytime, but not very soon. Okay, so you don't have to worry on that. Okay, so if you're new here, make sure to smash that subscribe button. And for those of you guys who've been supporting, I really appreciate the love and support. I appreciate the massive love from you guys here in the Philippines. I love you guys and I always love you guys. And welcome to a brand new vlog. So let's get started with number 1. The number 1 reason why I love the Philippines is the culture. I mean, the Filipinos culture is something very unique. So when I came to the Philippines, I was very impressed by the way I saw, the younger ones paying respect to the older ones. So if you don't know, I'm just going to tell you this right now. Here in the Philippines, there are names for people depending on which age group they are. So if someone is older than me, if I'm gonna talk to that person, I have to attach kuya. There's some words called kuya. Kuya is one of the easiest words to learn in the Philippines. So if you came to the Philippines, you need to learn kuya the first day you enter the Philippines, because maybe probably on the airport, the immigration officer, the security guys, you can call them kuya as long as you don't know their name and you feel they are older than you, or if you just want to show some level of respect. And if you see a lady who is also older than you call them ate. So every Filipino use that word to people who are older than them, like kuya and ate. And then they also have like lola, they also have tito, they also have different words in different ways. And one thing that actually shocked me was how respectful they are to the older ones, like the father, the mother, or the grandmother. So there is something here in the Philippines called bless. So even the baby born today is already doing bless. I'm just kidding, not a baby born today, but at least 1 year old, like 1 year old baby or 2 years old baby are already doing bless. So bless is actually a way that you show respect when greeting the older ones. So if you met someone who is older than you, or your mom or your granddad, if you are going to greet the person, you just need to grab their hands, and not with tension. You just need to gently grab their hands and put it on your forehead here. So usually you bow your head down and put it on the forehead here. And I think most Asian countries does this, like pay respect in a special way. For Korea, most people will bow down, and in Japan people will also bow down. I think in China, but here in the Philippines they use the hands and put it here, and that's a sign of blessing. So it's just a way of showing respect. Compared to, I'm not trying to degrade my country, compared to my country, it's not like that. People don't actually show that respect when greeting others. Some people do it in some tradition, in some culture, like because we have different tribes, different places that we are from, different region. Some people do it in some part of Africa, other people have this special way of greeting people. But here in the Philippines, the bless sign is actually one amazing thing. So the culture is unique, the food, the people within their own culture is also kind of unique here. So the culture is one thing that I love about the Philippines. Yeah. And then another thing about the culture I love is that people are helpful to each other. For example, if you got in a bus or a taxi or a jeep, and then jeepney, not a jeep, but a jeepney, and then you were going somewhere and you needed to pay the driver, You don't have to like stress yourself to get the money to him. Just give to the next person. The next person is going to pass to the next person. So it shows a sign of unity among the people. So that's one thing I love. And overall the culture of Filipinos, I just love it. Like, you could live here and enjoy the culture. I may not be able to tell you more about the culture, but those are things that I love and I was shocked about in the Philippines. So number 2 is friendly and hospitable people. So the Filipinos are very friendly. So when I came to the Philippines, a lot of Filipinos were the ones who walk up to me. Filipinos will walk up to you as foreigners to ask you for your name and ask you where you're from, your age. So if you come to the Philippines, don't be surprised if Filipinos are asking you questions. That's something part of Filipinos, they ask a lot of questions, but not to do bad to you. They just want to get to know you, and especially if you are a foreigner in their country. Some of them have not seen foreigners before. Some of them have not interacted with foreigners, and sometimes they do it because they want to practice their English. So Filipinos are very friendly and they are approachable. So you could talk to Filipinos like in the street and make friends with them. And even if you're going somewhere, most times when I'm traveling and I need to commute, I don't know the place, I will just find a Filipino who's heading that direction. They're going to show you the entire way, and at the end of the day, you guys could be friends, like exchange messenger or Instagram or numbers, like that. So a lot of times Filipinos have walked up to me and asked me for my name and asked to be my friend, and it's just cool how to see people who can just walk up to you and talk to you as a foreigner. And for me, it's easy to recognize me as a foreigner since I'm black in the Philippines. And there are a lot of black people too who have the same experience. So if you ask any foreigners here in Philippines, like, are Filipinos friendly, they will definitely tell you yes, because Filipinos are really friendly people and they are hospitable. Filipinos will welcome you into their house, provide you food, shelter, drinks, and whatever. They are so cool. They are kind people, and I just love that about the Philippines. So this is one reason I could stay in the Philippines, because you feel safe, and you feel safe about the place and the people around you. Number 3 is the beautiful beaches and stunning islands here in the Philippines. So the Philippines is made up of 7,641 islands, if I'm correct. If I'm not correct, just leave a comment down below and tell us the exact number, or maybe the estimated number of islands, because I'm not sure even if they have discovered all of the islands in the Philippines, but should be around 7,641 islands in the Philippines, which only 2,000 of those islands are occupied by Filipinos. So there are still a lot of them that people don't live on, or people are not using yet. So yeah, there are just a lot of islands, but among the few here in the Philippines, we have major or famous islands that people travel here to go to, or places that people want to go do sightseeing, go to the beach and stuff. And the beaches here in the Philippines are some of the most beautiful ones. I've been to a few of them, and I'm still counting on going to a lot of them. So I've been to El Nido, I've been to Nakpan Beach, which is one of my favorite beaches in the Philippines. I've been to Siargao, I've been to a lot of beaches in Siargao, and I was learning how to surf in Siargao. It was my very first time getting on a surfboard. So for those of you guys who don't know, yeah, I'm from Africa, and my country Liberia is on the west coast of Africa. I grew up in Liberia. We have the ocean, but I was not surfing there, and I did not even know anything about surfing that much. So I just watched it in the movies and stuff like that. But here in the Philippines, in Siargao, I learned how to surf. So the Philippines has beautiful beaches, and I think that's something that I don't need to explain much, because a lot of people who comes to the Philippines comes here to go to those beautiful islands and beaches and experience the nature and stuff like that. And also the Philippines also have places like Bohol, where you see the chocolate hills, you see beautiful forests, and just a lot of places. Even in Cebu, there are also beautiful beaches there. I've been to Cebu and I've been to some of the beaches. I went to Maboa. I was swimming with the sardines, like so many sardines. I also swim with the turtles and all those things. So that's another thing I love about the Philippines, because you get to see friendly people, enjoy good culture, and also enjoy nature here. So a lot of people come here just to enjoy the nature, and that's one thing that also makes me like always traveling around the Philippines, because most times as I travel, I want to go to the beach, I want to go to places that are different from Manila. And most times these islands are so different from Manila. You have cool people, cool locals there, and even more friendly people on this island. So that's why these islands are so special, because when you travel to them, you have cool people, you have cool locals, you have the real locals, and they are sometimes more friendly than people in Manila, and you get to connect with them, try native Filipino food. Like when I went to Cebu, I tried the native lechon, and it was recommended by someone from Cebu. I did not like know anything about lechon or whatever. I know it's a pork, everyone eat pork, but to know like, okay, this is a lechon, or this is chicharrones, chicharrones. I didn't know anything about it, but yeah, I learned how to eat the lechon, and I learned some history about the lechon and stuff like that. And now talking about the lechon, this leads us to point number 4, which is Filipino food. So yeah, a lot of times people travel, one thing that people suffer from is how to adapt to the food and eat the food. But here in the Philippines, I was easily like carried away by the food. Like it was easy for me to adapt to the food because I love the food, especially the first and favorite one I used to love, and I still love it now. It's called adobo. So it can be prepared in different ways, either using a chicken or a pork. I've not seen fish adobo or maybe beef adobo, but I think they also have beef adobo or whatever. But the chicken adobo and the pork adobo I've tried is so good. And there's another one called humba. I've also tried the humba. It's also a little bit like the adobo, but it's also cool. So I love Filipino food, and the good thing about it is that you can just make any of their food spicy as much as you want to. And since I love spicy food, I do usually ask for spice, and I also make the food spicy. I eat spicy food. And also, when my girlfriend came to the Philippines, it was easy for her to adapt to Filipino food. The Philippines has some of the best like street foods. So here in the Philippines, I have done a lot of videos about the street food, like the sotahon. I've also done the balut. I've eaten the balut. It's not something very bad as people see it or look at it to be. I'm not telling you I could eat it every time. I couldn't eat it every time because it's just so disgusting if you look at the balut. But if you want to eat the balut, just close your eyes and eat it. It's actually delicious, and I think they say it's good for the knees, like the joints. I'm not sure about that, but yeah, that's what they say, and that's what they believe. And yeah, I'm not judging that belief, but balut is also good. And I've also tried other food like the barbecue on the street. I've tried the chicken intestine. Yeah, it's called isao. I've tried that. And just a lot of food, and that's one thing that I love about the Philippines. I also love the food. So just before we go to the last part of this video, and I just want to appreciate all of you guys who've been supporting the channel, the new subscribers, the old subscribers, even some of you guys who just watch the videos and you are not subscribed. I know soon or today you're gonna subscribe to the channel, and I love you guys. Thanks for always supporting. So point number 5 is the overall cost of living. So if you're planning to come to the Philippines and you are worried about the overall cost of living or the cost of living here in the Philippines, you don't have to worry, because you can live any kind of lifestyle here. So there are 3 lifestyles I've picked up and talked to people about who wants to come to the Philippines. You could choose to live like a local Filipino. You don't have to impress people. You don't have to live in a condominium or a very expensive place. So if you go to this local community, no one is going to refuse you to rent a house to you. Here it's easy to find a house. You could find a house for like from $100 to $150. That's kind of reasonable and cheap here in the Philippines. So you could live on a budget here in the Philippines and live like a Filipino. Eating Filipino food is much cheaper compared to eating international food here in the Philippines. So if you want to live on a budget, you can get used to eating the Filipino food, or even going to the Filipino Carinderia. So the Carinderia is actually a cheap way of eating food here in the Philippines, especially even if it is a Filipino food. And if you're someone who have a standard of living, you could also live like the middle class. You could live between the Filipino and international or lifestyle. It can be cheaper to live here, and it can also be expensive. It is up to you to choose the lifestyle you want to live. And yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm Success, and thanks for watching this video till this far. Like I said, all these things I've explained to you is based on my experience. So all of them are based on my experiences, and you don't have to follow exactly what I'm doing. Like, you can do yours. Because I'm a traveler, I do go from place to place, and I don't stay in a single place. So it's gonna be hard for a lot of you guys to live like me, unless if you are also a traveler like me. fine. All right, so I'm success, and thanks for watching this video. If you like the video, or if this video makes sense to you, make sure to leave a like and make sure to hit that subscribe button just before you go, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for supporting always. Peace, and yeah, see you in the next one. Peace. I love you guys.